So I had the chance to review the brand new De'Longhi Dinamica Plus. I hope I said that right. And this is a super automatic latte, espresso, macchiato machine. It grinds your beans, it cleans itself to an extent, and has a bunch of other unique features that I would say I haven't seen on any of the other models yet. So I'm excited to get right into it and start talking about the features, and most importantly, start testing out the drinks. We got a few different cups here, and we're going to be trying pretty much one of everything, or the main drinks you're going to get. Now, a few things right off the bat I really like about this machine is its robust grinder. Its grinder actually works really well, and I find that it has created pretty nice compact pucks, and it can actually grind pretty fine, which means you're going to get a much better espresso and a lot more creme on it. Again, I hope I said that right as well. You can also use ground coffee if you prefer, and they do have a setting to adjust that. Now on the side here, you're going to notice this pretty normal standard Delonghi water reservoir with your filter right there. So that is your water descaler or filter, I guess, right? It's going to help so there's not as many minerals, and it's going to make sure your machine doesn't get all gunked up too quick, so you don't have to descale it as often. And it slides in pretty easily, just like every other model I've ever tried. At the top here, of course, you have this warming section. And then at the bottom here, we have all our reservoirs. So this is where our either dirty water is going to go, any spilt coffee. And this is where your coffee pucks go. And we'll take a look at that once we get to the pucks. I have noticed a few glitches. We'll talk about that in a little bit as well. Now, one of the major reasons I really like this machine is it has such a just very aesthetically pleasing design. It's simple. It has a bit of a matte finish on it. And I find it just doesn't get as stained, I guess, right? Like you can see here on the stainless steel a little bit, you'll see some water stains, but otherwise it just has a lot cleaner of a design. And because of how thin it is, it's pretty easy to fit in a lot of different places. It's not too high either. Now it has a few attachments. Your first one is your water spout right here. So this water spout is going to be for your hot water, or when you do a major descaling, you'll have to connect this as well, most likely. And then you have here, this is your milk frother. And I like on this one, you can actually customize directly on it how much froth you're going to let out of here. And then they also have a clean mode you have to swap it to sometimes. But this actually has a really nice design, and it's a really large one. So you can take this and put it in the fridge and just have this filled up to max and bring it in and out as you need an espresso at whatever point you need one. And then of course this top portion is adjustable. Now let's go ahead and turn it on. It's going to automatically run through a bit of a clean cycle where it's going to heat itself up and spit out any water. Now, right off the bat, you're going to have all these settings on your machine, and we're going to go over these in a little bit. I'm not in a rush to try these out. You can customize both how much actual liquid you get, what your bean setting is, so 1 through 5, that's how strong it will be. And then you can also set up profiles, so up to 3 profiles with a guest profile. And it's pretty easy to show you everything through the actual interface. But one thing I like even more is, so this is the Coffee Link app by Delonghi, and it is basically a Bluetooth connection directly to your machine. So this has a built-in Bluetooth module, Wi-Fi, and that allows you to connect directly to your phone and actually fully customize your settings and your drinks directly through here. So no matter what you want, you're able to click on it, and we're going to start at espresso. We're going to do that right away, but you can actually select the intensity and all those other settings directly through here. So we can select how much coffee quality, what the intensity is, and then we can save those settings for the next use. So pretty handy features. I also love they have different drink ideas in here. So if you're curious on some different drinks you can try, you can also scroll through and check out some of those different recipes to try. So let's start by making an espresso. So I'm going to click on espresso right here. And we're gonna select here, and I wanna change the intensity. I want it to be fully extra strong. We're gonna keep the water quality, the quantity, the exact same, so 40 mLs. And we're gonna start it here. So we're gonna click save right there. That's gonna save our setting. And now we're gonna go brew X1. Let's do it, let's go, let's brew. So I wanted to show you this really quick too. It actually goes through how far you are in the process. So it shows you it heating up. It gives you a little percentage as well as it works through. And now it's saying my espresso is done. Okay, I got my first espresso right here. Let me show you this right here. Look at that creme on top. It's a little hard to see. I wish I had clear espresso cups, but it has really good froth to it. Check that out right there. Okay, let's try this out. Whoa. Whew. Yeah, so talk about extra strong, first of all. I might have made that a little too strong, but that was a success. That was pretty good. I want to try next. Let's go ahead and try a coffee here. So I got my coffee mug. I think we'll just do one of these littler ones here just to show you. Oh, I don't know if these are, oh yeah, it does fit, barely fits. Now, same thing inside our settings. We want to customize the amount. I'm actually going to change the coffee quantity down a little bit because I don't want quite a lot. We're going to put 150 mLs. And I like a light coffee. We'll save that. Okay, let's brew it. Okay, our coffee is done. Look at that froth on top. That thing, she is frothy. Wow. And you can see it all settling. That looks like a pretty good coffee. Let's go ahead and try this out. Whoa, that's good. So I selected a lighter setting. It is quite a bit lighter. It doesn't have that super strong tone to it, but it's just a nice cup of coffee. Now, I always find brewed coffee a little bit better than what these machines can do for my preference, but that's a lot closer than I've had in the past. Okay. So next up, I want to fill up our milk frother right here. So you don't have to fill it up all the way, but remember, you can just put this in the fridge when you're not using it. So I'm just gonna put it like that. And now you can just lock it into place on your machine, and your machine will automatically sense it. And right now it's asking me to put it to clean. There we go. And I'm gonna switch my dial up, and we're gonna change it to medium froth. Now we're gonna be doing like a macchiato or a latte of some sort. So you can also just do regular steamed milk on here, or there's cappuccino mix, but we're gonna try today a latte macchiato, which is like milk froth, espresso, milk froth. Let's click here, and I wanna customize our settings again. Okay, I like that intensity. Yeah, I think these are fine. Let's just leave it as it is. And let's go ahead and click brew here. Let's brew. So it's going to take a little longer because it is heating up that milk froth and getting everything ready to go. You can see how that's perfectly angled to get all that milk froth. It is adjustable though. So as soon as you're done your macchiato, you can see it's offering to clean our milk frother right away. So I'm just going to change the dial to clean mode, and that's going to automatically clean out any leftover froth that's inside that pipe. It's just a little more sanitary, and that way it's getting it out while it's hot. That way it doesn't have a chance to build up. Okay, we got our macchiato here. So I'm going to be testing this one out. Look at all that milk froth. Look at how creamy that looks. Check that out right there. Now that looks like a pretty good drink. Let's try it out. Milk froth is like perfect temperature. I mean, that's pretty good. To have like all three of those options and trying those out. I've tried this machine out now for a month. Pretty tasty, I'm not gonna lie. Really great. Now, a really cool feature through the app is that we can actually edit our profiles directly through here. So you can see it's gonna cycle to the new profile. This way, every single one of those drinks that we tried can be customized. So here, we'll switch it to profile 3. Watch how it's gonna switch directly on the screen as well. So all these drinks that we've been trying out can be completely customized by setting the profile up directly through the app, which makes things pretty quick. Now, if we go to the bottom here, there's also a settings option where it's going to teach you a bunch of different things. Obviously, you have your drink settings, which I was showing you earlier. That's going to be your milk, the amount of beans, stuff like that. It'll also show you your water filter. So it has a little indicator at the top, and that way you remember when you're done with it. You can rinse it out. There's a descaling option to help you. They do give you descaling with it. There's energy saving where it'll turn off instead of going to sleep mode. You can do a water hardness test as well if you need to. You can check out your coffee temperature depending on how hot you want it to be. Another useful feature. There's Bluetooth connection, language, values, and profile. So this thing is just fully loaded. So let me show you the kind of mess you're dealing with when you're done. So because of the cleaning process, you will get quite a bit of liquid in here. You should be able to hear it kind of swooshing around. Here, I can give a good view right here. So you get quite a bit of liquid in there, and that's where your pucks are gonna be. But let's take a look at one of these pucks. So this is your empty coffee grinds after it's compacted from your espresso machine. And check those out. These are scorching hot still because they had all that hot water go through them. And you can see they're pretty compact. I don't have it on the tightest setting for beans, but the finest setting, but it's still pretty good overall. Not as great as a normal espresso machine, but right up there. So this has quickly turned into one of my favorite automatic espresso machines that I've tried out yet. The flavor is just that much better, and I love the clean design without the huge, like, if you guys remember the Zulay one where it has that huge touchscreen, you don't need a touchscreen that big. I like the simplicity of this one. Definitely suggest checking it out if you're looking for the best of the best right now, super automatic.